What sparked 100 open houses in 100 days? Why?
It was my coach. He did the 100 open house challenge before.
So what's changed from the first open house to the, what number are you on now?
Well, right now I'm on open house 52.
So how long do you feel like real estate is in the, is this a lifelong? Do you feel like this is the career choice?
It's funny because I joke with people and I tell, like, I do all these closings and I talk to the listing agent. I'm like, oh, I'll be doing this for another 40 years, so I'll see you again soon. You know, like.
You are young.
Right.
And I know that, you know, the first thing is you have people that are older that they mistake that for, you know, your competence.
Right.
And they're not looking at, oh, is this person able to do a great job at it? They're looking at it like, oh, he must not be experienced.
Right. Right.
So how do you handle that?
The other thing that I use is I have huge signs that I stick out in the road.
Okay.
That has helped a lot. It helps tremendously.
Really? I wouldn't think that those signs would make a huge difference because you would think that a sign is a sign. Obviously, the quality of sign may vary, but ultimately, if they see it, they see it. So you're saying that driving on the road, they're seeing that more often?
I can tell you they absolutely make a difference. And I
Really?
can give you 2 reasons why.
Never leave a conversation without them knowing that you're in real estate, but don't tell people that you're in real estate.
You know, I want to double my business every single year, and I'm on pace to do so.
That is admirable,
Yeah.
and I can tell how ambitious you are. Camera's right there.
Yeah.
What would you have to say when you get to that 100th house?
Yeah.
You've done the 100th open house. What do you have to say regarding
I'm
everything?
going to say we have officially set the standard.
Welcome back to the Cash Connection. Today I'm sitting with Sam, and Sam is going to tell us about the way that he goes about real estate. So I stumbled across you, and it was on TikTok.
What's the matter with this guy? It's like, what
It
is
was
he
on
doing?
TikTok, doing 100 open houses in 100 days.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, okay. I don't see myself doing 100 open houses in the year. This guy's doing 100 open houses in 100 days.
Yeah.
I have to find out more. And
Yeah.
I kept going through it. I have to admit, I followed you for a little while.
Yeah.
You know, I wanted to see, is this guy going to follow through with it? So by the time you got to, what was it, 25, I'm like, oh, he's serious.
Yeah, man.
He's serious.
And I track everything. It's all out there. You know, I'm fully transparent with it. We're
Right.
halfway through now.
Right.
Well, we're on today's day 48,
Man.
and we've set 52 open houses so far.
So how's it going?
It's going really good. I just posted a little update, and you know, we're at 4 clients that are currently in escrow or under contract. We have 1 listing from the challenge that's going to be live later this week, and we have 5 people signed under buyer agency agreement that we're currently showing homes to, and then obviously a bunch of other people that you know, we're either helping them get pre-approved or they're not quite ready yet, and you know, we're just staying in touch with them and making sure that we're able to help them when that time comes to make a move.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah, thanks, brother.
Congratulations. So what's changed from the first open house to the, what number are you on now?
Well, right now I'm on open house 52.
52.
Right.
All right. So from 1 to 52, what's changed?
Obviously, I wanted to simulate what it would be like to start over from scratch if you were a brand new agent and you said, I wanted to sit 100 open houses in 100 days.
Okay.
Because I've sat open houses before doing this challenge. I've sat a ton of open houses. I was doing like 2 a weekend, and I got a few clients here and there from it.
Okay.
And then I got really serious with it, and I started doing 4 to 6 a week. And all of a sudden, I started signing a client every week or every 2 weeks. And before long, I was closing 3 to 4 deals a month just from open houses alone, not paid leads, not team leads, like just from open houses alone. And I was like, I have something here, and let's just share it to the world. And, you know, during this challenge, the most I got to was 8 escrows at one time, or 8 properties under contract. And then, you know, where I'm at right now, I just had 2 close this week. So I'm at 6 properties currently in escrow under contract. And in escrow is like a term they used out west in like California. So forgive me, it's not common real estate lingo here. But, you know, I also have 3 listings right now. 1 is under contract, 2 are listed. And I have 2 more listings, that one that I talked about from this challenge and another one that we're currently doing work to coming up. So pipeline's full.
The pipeline is full.
Yeah.
It sounds like it. And for anybody who doesn't know how difficult that is and how much effort it takes to get deals under the contract, to actually get a deal from, the beginning to the end, that's a lot of work.
It is.
That's a lot of work. It has
I'm
to
very
be
tired.
exhausting. Right?
I'm very tired. I'm always tired.
Yeah, right?
Like, it was a hard challenge, and I'm only halfway done.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's from being halfway through. I predict that I'll probably sign 15 clients from the challenge. And by the time the challenge is over, I'll probably have 6 or 7 that have closed.
Gotcha.
And, a lot of people will be looking. There's probably going to be a few listings that's on the market. But again, like, it was all about, I could go and I could talk about all these closings that I have, but I wanted to keep it real and I wanted to keep it authentic. So I'm only talking about closings and, deals that come from the 100 days.
Gotcha. So that's all of the stats that you just quoted. That's what you're talking about right now.
Yeah. And I discussed, like, I had 8 escrows at one point, largely thanks to the challenge. But I'll say it again. I had 4 clients under contract, 5 clients signed under a buyer agency that we're showing homes to, 1 listing that came from the challenge. And obviously a lot of people were trying to get pre-approved, etc.
I had to go back and start looking at the first open house to the next one, and I could see you getting more comfortable with it, more confident with the delivery and everything else. And I was like, this is really working for this guy, but it's also really working. You can tell there's just a different level of the way that you went about it. I want to ask more questions about the open houses, but for now, let's go back. Right before you entered into real estate, where were you? What were you doing? And what created this job?
I love that question because I was actually at the University of Pittsburgh on the other side of the state, and I was studying finance in Pitt's business program, and it was going very well. I was a straight A student. I was in all the clubs. I started the real estate club back up out there.
Okay.
And I just wasn't happy though. I was really successful on paper for a student, I guess, but the trajectory that I was on, I was going towards student debt and working a usual 9 to 5, and I just didn't like that. I wanted my own business. So social media comes in again, and I saw this kid who I went to high school with posting on social media every day. And he was a realtor. I was like, how is he a real estate agent? He's 1 year older than me.
Okay.
Thinking you need like a degree or something. You don't. And I reached out to him, and I asked to take a call with him. And we took a call. A month later, I got my license, and I came home and practiced real estate for the summer. During that summer, I decided to transfer from Pitt to Westchester so I could actively pursue real estate.
Right.
Everyone thought I was crazy for doing that because I was leaving Pitt.
How many calls did you get from family members and friends to tell you don't?
I got a ton, even from my own family. They're like, "What? Like, I had no sales under my belt. That was a total leap that I took.
Right.
But I'm super grateful I took it. So I knew I wanted to get into. To answer your question, I knew I wanted to get into real estate. I knew I wanted to learn how to move money into real estate by investment properties, and I knew I needed to learn sales, and being a real estate agent just kind of perfectly fit that role.
Okay. So you feel like now you're in the right place at the right time?
I absolutely do. I love what I do.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. So now that we've gone back a little bit, let's fast forward to right about now. Where are you now compared to back then? Do you feel like you are where you want to be?
I'm never really. I'm so terrible with, looking back and appreciating like what I've done. But the answer is I really just want to do more. My first year from 2024 to 2025, it was June 2024 to June 2025 when I came back from school and got my license. I did about $4 million in sales.
Wow.
My first
Congratulations.
year. And now I'm like a year and 4 months in, and I'm at 8.8 million in sales.
Yeah.
And I'm on pace, to do my first 10 million, like 12-month year. And that's super exciting. I made a post the other day that I was at 4.5 million in closed and pending sales for the third quarter.
Yeah.
And I'm looking to go even stronger going into the fourth quarter. So it's a healthy acceleration, and it really excites me.
That's good. That's good. You need something exciting to wake you up in the morning, you know?
Yeah.
You need something that gives you that drive.
Yeah,
right?
I know.
Do you ever feel like a pressure to prove that decision that you made was worth it?
I absolutely do. I wake up every day and I'm like, it was the road not taken, right?
Right.
I don't know if you read that poem by Robert Frost, but
Yes.
yeah, I took the road that no one else was taking, and no one understood why I was taking it. To be honest, I don't fully understand why I was taking it, but I just had that gut feeling, and I knew I wanted to run my own business, my own show.
Yeah.
So I got into real estate.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I actually experienced something very similar.
Yeah.
So with me, I moved across the country
Yeah.
to do real estate.
Right.
And people are like, why are you going there? What are you doing? And everything else. And it's just like, I don't know, but it's in my heart and I have to do it.
Right.
And you have to follow that feeling.
It's that leap of faith that you take.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And it doesn't feel like a leap of faith. It feels like it feels like a pull for you.
Right.
When you know it's right and you know you have to do it, it's
Right.
like I can't live with myself not doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
I definitely felt a lot of those same emotions. Right.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So how long do you feel like real estate is is this a lifelong? Do you feel like this is the career choice?
It's funny because I joke with people and I tell, like, I do all these closings and I talk to the listing agent. I'm like, oh, I'll be doing this for another 40 years, so I'll see you again soon. You know, like,
Right.
I'll see you again.
Right.
But yeah, I think real estate will always be a part of my life now.
Mm,
I enjoy it too much for it not to be.
right.
Sure, I'm going to work on creating models, creating a team eventually, and then it will start to become more passive.
Gotcha.
I truly believe it will start to become more passive. And I think it will just give me more opportunity to keep practicing what I love.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
Yeah,
I eat, sleep, and dream real estate now.
I do too.
Do you wake up and you're having a real estate dream?
It's all
About something?
I do, yeah. You wake up at 2 a.m., you're like, well, who do I need to follow up with again?
Yeah,
Like, what do I
yeah.
need to do? Yeah, I always think that. It was like, I'm sure you feel this way too. It's like, who's next? Who's next in the pipeline
Yeah.
for buying
Yeah.
or selling? And if I don't have anyone, then it's like, I need to go and get more now.
Exactly. Exactly. I've heard a lot of different methodologies for the way to go about making
Right.
sure that you perpetually keep business. I've heard things that are like, wake up like you don't have any clients and you definitely have to get one. A lot of different theories on ways to go about it. What is the way that you go about your mindset and how do you approach real estate?
I approach real estate as I just keep it completely real.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, I'm the one who creates my own paycheck in this business.
You do.
And I'm commission based. So that
Mhm.
means, and I know you are too. So we need to go out and we need to get our own clients.
Yeah.
And I'm super impatient. I can't wait for people to reach out, raise their hand, reach out to me. I need to go out there and I need to get people now. And that's where those open houses come into play.
Talking to that many people in a day.
Yeah.
How is that for you?
I don't know. Just go get yourself a coffee and you're
Okay.
back in the game. That's what I tell people. And it's funny because not every open house is a home run. I've had 40 people in my open house and I've had no people show up to the open house.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would
I can
say
only imagine.
it's between 1 to 5 conversations on between 0 to 5 conversations
Mhm.
on average at an open house. And then obviously there's the day-to-day of real estate where you're on the phone pretty much nonstop. And there's times where, I'm on the phone and I'm getting 2 phone calls and I have to call 2 people back and I'm like, but it's fine. You get used to it.
But with follow-up and everything else,
Yeah.
how do you do that when you have an open house? Open houses are not something that's very, very simple to prepare for. Just for the people that don't do open houses, it's a lot. I found it to be a lot. How have you been able to simplify the process? Tell us the secret.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like I said, and even before we got on the show, I told you I'm transparent. I'm an open book when it comes to everything. I'll show you how to do everything. The point of doing the challenge was to show other realtors, was to give back and show them how they could grow their business.
Right.
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 And I tell people, like, you can go and watch my videos, but in short, I do try to keep it really simple. A lot of people, and it's about quantity. You know, some people they sit 2 open houses a week, one on Saturday, one on Sunday, and they throw like a huge party. They get the food truck, they bring the food out, the drinks out. I don't do any of that. I bring a property info sheet, I bring the property seller disclosure, some info on my team, a sign-in sheet.
And you keep it simple.
I keep it super simple. The other thing that I use is I have huge signs that I stick out in the road.
Okay.
That has helped a lot. It helps tremendously.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, and a lot of people, they have like the kind of like stake-in signs. I don't do that. Like, it's the actual like big A-frame signs. They stick out like a sore thumb in the road. People notice them. People come in through the open house just because of the signs I have up.
I wouldn't think that those signs would make a huge difference, because you would think that a sign is a sign. Obviously, the quality of sign may vary, but ultimately, if they see it, they see it. So you're saying that driving on the road, they're seeing that more often?
I can tell you they absolutely make a difference. And I
Really?
can give you 2 reasons why.
Okay.
Number 1 is the most simple and easy to understand. They see it driving by. There's 2 people, two of the people I have under contract from this challenge right now, came in and they bought the open house I was sitting because they saw my signs on the road. They didn't know the open house was happening.
Wow.
They were driving by, not even the house, they were driving by the neighborhood.
Okay.
And they saw, I usually have 2 big A-frame signs out and maybe a flag by a road. And they saw those signs and they came in and they ultimately went and bought the open house. So that's number 1. People just see the signs and they come in.
Yeah.
Number 2, when you have signs, and my signs, which I'm more than happy to, if anyone wants to reach out to me, I'm more than happy to send you my signs, my Canva template, where I get my signs from. I can do all of that. But
I'm reaching out.
yeah, it has, my signs have my first and last name, my phone number, and they're compliant. You know, like they have my brokerage phone number as well, and etc. Like,
So it's got
follow
all of the
rules.
necessary information.
Absolutely. It has my
Okay.
face, it has my name, and
Okay.
it has a big open house.
Gotcha.
Or letters, I should
Yeah.
say. And having that out, people walk into the open house and you've gained all of the authority because they keep seeing your face and they believe that you're the listing agent, even if you're not the listing agent.
I understand.
And during this challenge, I've only had 4 listings. And I've sat open houses at all of those listings. But when I'm sitting open houses that aren't my listings, people still think I'm the listing agent. And it just gives you that authority as they're walking in the door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I imagine that is an important thing for you, especially since you are young.
Right.
And I know that, you know, the first thing is you have people that are older that they mistake that for, you know, your competence.
Right.
And they're not looking at, oh, is this person able to do a great job at it? They're looking at it like, oh, he must not be experienced.
Right. Right.
So how do you handle that?
You know, and it's something that is pretty much inescapable given my age.
Yeah.
I joke with people, I'll be like, I'll be 25 in 5 years. And they're like, oh, okay. And then they like connected it like, oh, wait.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just make a
Because
joke
it's-
out of it.
You have to catch it.
Yeah, I mean, but I have you know, tons. I have over 50 5-star reviews on Google, Zillow, Realtor.com, etc. And you know, I have best of Zillow status now, and I use all of that to my advantage. I've also done a lot of sales, so I use all of that to my advantage. And if you have that all in your suitcase, then you can kind of bring it out and be like, well, yes, I look young, but you know, I'm absolutely qualified to help you. And also just having enough competence to have a conversation and figure out what their problem is and figure out how to get them to where they want to be. If you can solve that, whether it's they need to be pre-approved or they need to be set up on a home search or they need help going to see properties, whatever next step you need to help them take, if you can get them to that next step, your age doesn't really matter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I know for me, that wouldn't be the problem. I would actually prefer it if it were somebody younger because I feel like they have more vigor and they're going to do more.
Right.
I love a person that's trying to prove themselves in any industry because what they're going to do is go above and beyond, and it's to their advantage to be more creative, more resilient, and actually make sure that they excel at whatever they're trying to do,
Absolutely.
especially if they're part of a team.
Obviously, you and I share the same mindset.
Right.
Not everyone shares that mindset.
No.
But it's absolutely true.
Right.
I don't have a family at home.
Mhm.
I go out and I work 24/7. And when you want to go see a property, you're going to get to see that property very, very quickly.
There you go.
Right. And that's a service not everyone can offer.
You're available.
Right.
You have the availability and the flexibility in your schedule to get it done.
Absolutely.
That makes sense. So when has that not worked for you?
What the
You being young,
Yeah.
when have you not been able to overcome that circumstance?
I mean, I've lost. It's a good question.
Mm.
Because I don't really know when I lose clients from it. They just kind of choose not to work with me. Like, let's say I meet you at an open house.
Right, right.
And, you leave that open house and you think in your head, he's too young. I'm going to go somewhere else.
Okay.
I never really know about that. Have I lost listing appointments before? Yes. I'd like to think it wasn't just because of my age. Maybe it is. I don't know. I think I deliver an exceptional service, and I'm very good at not just marketing properties, but actually bringing buyers into the property.
Right.
Which is what a lot of people, I would say a lot of listing agents can't do.
Right.
A lot of listing agents can't go out and they can't get 50 to 100,000 views on a listing via social media. A lot of people refuse to go sit 100 open houses in 100 days.
Yeah.
A lot of people refuse to do that marketing, and that's just a service I offer.
Is your social media presence and your social media marketing and the real estate that you do there and in person, is that different, or is it unilaterally the same?
Marketing how so?
I mean, that presence that you portray on social media
Oh, yeah.
and the presence that you portray in person, are they going to show up to one of your open houses to meet you at your office, and are they going to experience a very different guy? Or are they getting the same person?
I think it's going to be absolutely the same guy.
Okay.
I
Okay.
think I'm a credible source, but I think it's going to be the same person that you
Right.
see, very energetic, very excited, very passionate,
That's good.
and knowledgeable in what I'm doing.
No, that definitely makes sense. So I want to talk strategy. How do you approach your open houses and turn those browsers into buyers?
I absolutely love this question, and I think a lot of people get it wrong. I think a lot of people ask me, what do you say? And most people just don't sit the right open houses, if I'm going to be completely honest. If you're someone like me and you're going to sit in open house that's 60 days on market in a senior association, you're probably not going to do that well. Because number one,
Okay.
no one's going to show up. And if they do show up, they don't want to work with you anyway, because you're not
You don't fit
as
their
relatable.
demographic of, yeah.
Exactly. But let's say you take someone like me and then you put them in an open house, perfect for first-time home buyers. Okay, so we're similar age, similar energy, similar activities. And then you sit in an open house that's first week on market that has a ton of attention. Everyone wants to get in to see that house. You have a far higher likelihood of converting people at that open house.
That's phenomenal advice.
So it's not just about what you say, it's about picking the right open house. And some people, some people do it differently. Some people go and they do sit open houses that have been on the market for 30 days. And then to bring people in, they go and they door knock, they go cold call the neighborhood. What I try to do is I try to shortcut all of that by sitting just the right open houses first week on market, open houses in price ranges that attract my ideal client avatar.
Okay.
And by doing that, if people want to come to that open house, they're going to get to your open house.
Yeah.
And not only that, if neighbors are really interested, then I have huge A-frame signs all throughout the neighborhood, and they're welcome to stop on by.
That makes sense.
Right.
That makes sense. So you're figuring that the neighbors, they will see the signs. What you want to do is bring people from outside of that area.
Yeah, absolutely. And people ask me, what do you do to market your open houses? I stick out 6 to 10 huge A-frame signs, and I make sure that it's in the MLS, because if it's in the MLS, it goes to Zillow, it goes to Realtor, it goes to Redfin, and people can see when the open house times are, and then they do come. One of the questions I ask when I'm sitting my open house is, hey, how'd you guys find this place? Because I genuinely am curious.
Right.
Like, is it my signs? Are my signs working? I spend a lot of money on those signs. Are they working? I joke with them. And or is it from Zillow? Or did the realtor send them? Right?
Okay. Okay.
They're coming from one of three sources. One
Right.
is Zillow, Redfin, or Realtor. Two is the signs.
Right.
Three is a realtor. Right.
One of those three ways.
Right. Maybe social media. That's happened before, and it's actually it's very easy to convert clients when they see you on social media and then they come to your open house.
Right.
Yeah.
Are the amount of clients that are finding you that would coming from social media, is that starting to increase?
It's not so much about how the video performs. It's more about how competitively priced the open house is.
Okay.
If it's competitively priced, more people are going to show up, and therefore more people are going to tend to see it and then come from that video on social media.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you use your platform to promote the open house and then do the open house, or do you just talk about doing the open house?
Sometimes I do the open house and I film the video at the same time.
Okay.
And I just post it out. Sometimes I film the video first, and I will leave in the description, open house happening here.
Mm-hmm.
But it's crazy now because I go out, let's say I go out to a bar or a restaurant, and people will actually come up to me and they're like, I actually saw your video the other day. Are you this guy? It's happened to me before.
Yeah.
And I'm not like a huge influencer or anything, but my reach is out there. It does get, those videos do get a lot of views. And if you're looking for a house and you're scrolling on social media, all those apps have gotten so good at tracking us, which is questionable.
Right.
But, you know, they have.
Right.
And you've probably seen me.
That makes sense. That makes sense. I know just being in the area, they're going to run across it if they're looking for the house, like you said.
Yeah.
But when it comes to open houses, do you go live? Like when you're at the open house?
Good question. Maybe I should, but I
think
don't.
you should.
I haven't before.
You should
I think it would get a lot of attention.
Yeah.
It's something that I'm going to consider and I might do.
I mean, if they're okay with it, I definitely would recommend it, because not only is it going to bring more attention for you,
Right.
but also it's going to allow you to, I mean, we're moving into a digital space.
I completely agree.
And it's going to allow you to kind of get that experience of how you want to go about that when you do, because everything takes time to perfect.
Right.
I would encourage it.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea.
Yeah.
I had one of my past clients reach out to me the other day, and she was like, you should post your reels on LinkedIn. I was like, that's really clever. I was like, I'm going to have to. And even, Cash, you told me, like, you should also post it on YouTube Shorts. And I was like, these are all really good ideas. I should try implementing this stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's like, add it to the list.
Add it to the list.
You know,
all this stuff you should
funny,
do,
I'm
right?
like already exhausted from doing it. So it's like, one more thing.
It's easy to have great ideas on how other people can improve themselves, right?
Right.
It's easy for other people to do. I'm sure you can give me some tips on, hey, you can do this, and hey, you can do this.
You know,
we can all do that to one another.
It's
Ultimately,
not bad though. It's just
you.
more leverage.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, hey, how much more effort does it take to copy your description and paste it in another social media platform? That's the
That makes
question.
sense. That
And
makes
honestly, I don't think it does take that much effort. So I probably should implement it.
Hey,
Yeah.
you never know. At some point you will.
Right.
When the time is right.
I agree.
So how has social media really impacted your business growth as of right now?
I mean, the answer is really simple. Everyone that I know knows I'm in real estate. And
you go.
you know, we talk about this when you first get licensed, everyone tells you don't be a silent realtor, right? Social media is great for many, many, many things. As a business owner, I think, Cash, I know you can relate to this.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone you know knows kind of what you're doing. If you're posting every day,
They know what you're doing.
absolutely.
Yeah.
They absolutely do.
Yeah. For me, when I moved here, I didn't have a sphere. I didn't have anybody. Actually, I knew one person in the whole tri-state area.
It's insane.
One person.
Right.
So I had to build my reputation. I had to build my brand. I had to build everything when it comes to people knowing who I am.
Right.
And what I decided to do is I actually had a mentor. He was helping me with the process. He helped me get onboarded with my brokerage and everything else. And he said, never leave a conversation without them knowing that you're in real estate, but don't tell people that you're in real estate. I said, how do you do that?
Yeah.
So he takes me for this ride along, and we're riding around, and every conversation that he had, he talked about real estate. Every single conversation. And I was like, I like the tact of that, because it was truly a genuine conversation. It wasn't like dropping it like, I'm a realtor.
Right.
It wasn't corny like that. He didn't hand out his card to a bunch of people or anything like that. So I started doing it. And through that, I just like people just started telling me about their real estate wants and desires.
Right. I think that's phenomenal advice, and you're absolutely right. You don't want to bug people. Like if you call them
No,
every quarter
no.
and
Yeah.
you know you're asking like, hey, you want to buy or sell? Do you know when you want to buy or sell? They're gonna be like, Cash, I don't want to talk to you anymore.
Yeah.
You know, and it's
Stop
something for me.
texting
Like,
me.
Yeah, exactly. But if you give them a call and check in on how they're doing,
Yeah.
and if they know you're in real estate, then they'll eventually ask you. But better yet, what your mentor did, you know, you just kind of like start talking about it, and then
Yeah.
you know it'll come up. I think that's phenomenal advice. Yeah.
That makes sense. I
Right.
mean, it made sense for me. It worked out for me. And it really helped me to build this comfortability
Yeah.
talking to people that I have I don't know anybody on this coast, right?
Yeah.
And then also there's just the cultural difference of the social norms.
Yeah.
Like things don't mean the same things. You
Right.
know, just the way that people are on this side of the country is different.
Right.
It's a good different for me because I find that there's a certain genuineness that I really, really like
Right.
about the East Coast.
Yeah.
I,
I mean, personally, I haven't lived anywhere different, so I don't know.
right.
I'm sure we're good. You
I
know?
think that there's this theory, right?
Yeah.
And the theory is basically like everybody is meant to live in a certain place.
Right.
Like sometimes we're just in the wrong place. Like we think what we're doing is not successful, but if we did this over here, we would be more successful at it.
Right.
And that is what I think is I'm experiencing. Is like, oh, everything I was trying, maybe if I just tried it here.
I agree. I mean, that's why I moved kind of back from Pittsburgh, I guess. I could have
Yeah.
I could have gotten my license and tried selling real estate in Pittsburgh, but
That's a little far out, right?
I felt at home here.
Yeah.
I stayed here.
So do you feel at home? You feel like you're going to grow your business from here?
I absolutely do.
Yeah.
You know, and it's funny. I feel like I haven't done that many deals with my sphere, but
Do you
Doesn't
lean
matter.
on that?
I don't depend on it at all. I think it's bad that agents do depend on that.
Mm.
What if rates increase like they did? All of a sudden, everyone's having a down year
Right.
because no one's moving.
Yeah.
You know, everyone tells me you joined at the worst time. But if I'm going to be honest,
Isn't that
every month over month, the business keeps expanding,
Yeah.
doing better.
Yeah.
And that's because I put in relentless focus and relentless effort. And, you know, I set open houses, and because of all that action, you know, I just keep selling more and more.
Right.
You know, I want to double my business every single year. And I'm on pace to do so.
That is admirable.
Yeah.
And I can tell how ambitious you are. What I'm wondering is, how do you stay grounded as your business is growing?
All the ways everyone says they can. You know, I go to the gym,
Okay.
go on runs,
Yeah.
but I love what I'm doing. You know, I love what I'm doing. And I have faith because I track everything, right? Like I know right now, my stats right now, I will sign a client every 7.14 open houses I sit. What does that tell me?
That's
If I go sit 7 open houses this week,
Yeah.
I'm going to sign a client.
Yeah.
And knowing that you have that skill set to go out and do that,
Yeah.
that should give you the confidence to go out and sit 14 open houses, you know? If I'm doing the math, it's like I need to make sure I'm signing a client every week.
Yeah.
And I got to that stat. I found that stat out. I think I started tracking all of my data in March.
Okay.
And by May, I realized that if I sit 6 open houses, because of the time it was 6, and the conversion rate has gotten worse from the challenge because I have to sit open houses during Mondays and Tuesdays. You know, if I were to redesign it, for people who don't want to go sit 100 open houses in 100 days, let me save you some time. Go sit in an open house Thursday and Friday night,
Thursday, Friday night, right?
and then go sit 2 open houses on Saturday and 2 open houses on Sunday.
I wish I had a
Boom.
pen to write this down.
You've sat 6 open houses, and they're high converting open houses because those are the best times to sit them. More people are off of work.
When you say that they're high converting, are they higher converting like better than the weekend? During the week.
I'm saying that Saturday's the best day to sit, Sunday's second,
Okay.
Thursday's third, Friday's fourth, and that's from
Okay.
me sitting
Okay.
200 open houses at that
Yeah.
point.
I got that.
Yeah.
I got that.
So
Okay.
stack your open houses on Saturday and Sunday. and sit of Twilight open house. People go to Twilight open houses. I just gave you the best days to go sit open houses. That's all I did. And all you have to do is work Thursday through Sunday in terms of prospecting.
Tell me more about your strategy.
Sit as many open houses as you can that are likely to have a lot of people through, basically.
Right.
And I'll take you through everything right now.
Okay.
So let's start with the fact that you need to have signs. You need to have signs. You need to have big A-frame signs that bring people in. It's going to, even if it helps you 10%, that 10% is going to pay off tenfold.
Right. So number one, signage.
Number one is having signs out around the property.
Okay.
Bring out 6 to 10 big A-frame signs.
Gotcha.
And put them around the open house to bring people in. Try to put them in busy streets where people are going to see them and they're going to be like, oh, there's an open house. Let's go check it out. Even if they don't like that open house, then we'll get to the part. All right, now they're in the open house. What are we doing? Number one, we have 5 properties in the back of our mind, 3 to 5 properties in the back of our mind that we know are good properties, good comparables.
Okay.
Right? Maybe this one has a pool. Maybe this one actually has 1 more bedroom.
Okay.
Maybe this one's a little bit bigger. Maybe this one's a little bit smaller. Maybe this one's a rancher. It's one. Look, fine, because you're going to ask people for feedback and they're going to give you that feedback. And we know that there's a smaller likelihood that the person walking into your open house actually goes through and purchases that open house. Right. So have 3 to 5 comps in the back of your mind. Be like, oh, what about 123 Main Street? That would be perfect for you. And they ask, are there open houses on 123 Main Street? And this is what you say. You're like, no, they don't have any open houses, but I'm more than happy to schedule a tour to go and see 123 Main Street with you. How does that sound? And like I said, it all goes back to bringing them to that next step, right? And when they're at the open house, I truly try to get to know people.
Right.
First thing I ask them, are you a neighbor or are you shopping around? If you're a neighbor, you're a potential seller.
Gotcha.
If you're a buyer, then you're looking to buy a home. Obviously, right? You're shopping around, you're looking to buy a home.
Right.
And I do my introduction. And that can look different depending on the answer that they give.
Right.
Right. And usually I tell them, I was like, guys, I'm so happy you're here. Again, my name's Sam. And I'm actually not the listing agent or the seller of this house. I'm actually doing them a favor right now. I'm our team's buyer specialist.
Right.
And I'm just telling you that. So, if you don't like this house, do not hurt my feelings.
That's
and we laugh. And then you've already disarmed them.
Right.
They're walking in thinking, I'm going to get sold this house.
Yeah.
So let's disarm them. Let's tell them we're not going to sell them this house. And by the way, by doing that, you can actually increase the likelihood that they go and buy the open house.
Right.
But that is something that I usually say. And so we've disarmed them at this point. And now we're just getting to know them.
Okay.
If you offer to give them a private tour and they accept that offer, like if you're having a conversation that's going really well and you're like, guys, like there's no one else in this house. I'm kind of bored. Like, let's go check it out together. You can kind of walk it with them and all of a sudden you're actually showing them the house. You're giving them the experience of working with an agent and you're getting to know them.
Right.
And you're building that rapport with them, building that relatability. By doing that, you're increasing your odds of working with them tremendously. Right. If they don't want to tour with you, it's totally fine too. But and maybe the conversation is just feeling weird. Maybe they're weird. Weird people show up to open houses all the time. Right. So maybe you just kind of let them do your thing. Yeah. But I still, regardless if I'm touring it with them, if I'm not, if I'm dealing with other people, I haven't dealt with them yet, I'm usually walking them through it. I'm asking them questions. The key to sales is asking the right questions, right? Right. So you got to figure out where they are at. Okay. And what step we need to get them to next. And usually there's 1 of 3 steps. One is we need to get them pre-approved. You shouldn't be seeing homes if you're not pre-approved.
Right.
2, we need to schedule an appointment to create a search together. 3, we need to schedule a property tour. Those are usually the 3 options that they end up at. Or maybe they're just not looking right. They're not ready right now. They're kind of just exploring. Then we need to get their timeline. What's your timeline? We're 12 months out. What's important about that 12 months? Well, we're getting married in a few months, or we're moving from Orlando and we're coming back to Philly in 12 months. It's like, all right, great. Now I know how to follow up with these people because I have their timeline. Right.
Would you consider this a strategy or an approach?
I guess it's an approach. I guess the strategy is picking good open houses that are first week on market in price points that's going to attract your ideal client avatar. And then the approach is truly getting to know people, asking the right questions, and taking them to that next step.
That makes sense. And then what's next once you are in a position where now you, like I said before, turning those browsers into buyers, and now you're working with them. How do you take that from there?
Well, I try to deliver the most exceptional experience I possibly can. When they see a
Okay.
property, they send it to me. I get back to them right away. I give them my thoughts on the property.
Mhm.
Before we go out and see any properties, I'm sending them a few things. One is a fee sheet,
Mhm.
and that's from their lender if they're getting a mortgage,
Right.
and it's going to show them the amount they need to close on the house, and then it's going to show them their monthly payment.
Right.
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 Number one, I want to make sure they're financially comfortable with the house before we can go see it.
Right.
And then number two is I send them the seller property disclosure.
Right.
Right, and that will go over any known defects in the property. What's most important, if it's a first showing, is really getting them that fee sheet from the lender, because that has saved me a ton of time. It's saved my clients a ton of time, because if you're not financially comfortable with this house, I don't want to show you this house. I don't want you to put you in a position where you would be uncomfortable financially.
Where it doesn't work for them, they get,
Absolutely.
you basically do that part first, so that
Yeah.
way financially they're comfortable, and all they have to do is really fall in love.
And it's so funny too, because it's that one simple thing, that one golden, like you can take that, and on average right now I'm showing my clients 4 homes before they go under contract.
Wow.
And that's not because I don't show homes to my clients. If they want to go see a home, we're going to go see it.
No.
But it's because we're able to vet them out a little bit better.
You're doing it with a strategy.
Right. And
Okay.
yeah, look, you get those one-offs. You get the people who need to see 13, 15 houses.
Mhm.
You also get the people who see one and then they write an offer. Like, it's happened both ways, both ends.
The more I speak with you, the more clear it is why you're so successful right now at what you're doing. You're intentional about the things that you do and why
Right.
so far.
Right. And I got that way just by trying to copy the most successful people.
There you go.
I take agents out to coffee all the time. I'm with an agent right now. I love doing that. I mean, I've developed like incredible relationships with agents within my brokerage, and especially with outside of my brokerage, at Keller Williams, at EXP, at Coldwell, like everywhere.
Yeah.
Because like they see me doing the challenge, they appreciate my hustle.
Mhm.
I take them out to get coffee. I love learning from other people. They learn from me. Like, that's what this is all about, and I love doing that.
And you're right. It almost sparks something in you when you see somebody that has a grind that you can recognize.
Right.
It makes you want to help them. I'm
Right.
sure it does the same for you. It makes you, when you see another
Absolutely.
realtor they're hungry, you want to help.
You know, I started in this business with absolutely nothing. I wasn't like given any business whatsoever. I started as a solo agent. My family wasn't in real estate. I had to start from complete scratch, and I didn't know what I was doing. And I didn't get my first sale until 4 months into the business.
Look at that. And look
So,
at you now.
you know, when someone comes to me and they're like, I just got my license, I have no idea what to do, I can feel for that person in a way that other people can't. You know, and your market leader or your office leader, whoever it is, I don't think, you know, they're trying to keep you within the brokerage. Like, you need that, just that pure like source that's just, you know, I don't get anything from necessarily people succeeding or not succeeding who follow me, but I do want them to succeed because I think we'll all come back. And I'm not going to try to recruit them to my brokerage. I'm
Yeah.
not going to try to get them to sign a course. I have nothing to sell these people.
Yeah.
It's just the goodwill that I'm getting.
Right.
Yeah.
Now that definitely makes sense. I have a social belief.
Right.
And that belief is you're only as strong as your weakest link.
Yeah.
And that's in anything, whether you're a team or anything like that, just humanity as a
Right.
basis. So by helping people, you're only helping everything else around you,
Right.
you know? So I get that.
Yeah.
I get that. That's completely relatable. So what sparked 100 open houses in 100 days? Why?
It was my coach. He did the 100 open house challenge before, and I was blown away by the results that he had. And essentially, I try to find the most successful people, and I just try to copy them.
Right.
So I copied. He didn't film the challenge like I did. Like, I'm filming every single day, like what I'm doing, like every single step.
Okay.
But he inspired me to go out and do it. I think when he did it, he got to 10 escrows at one point,
Wow.
and you know, he did even better than me.
Wow.
He sold 15 homes from 100 open houses in 100 days. And I think I'm actually on point with them. I think I will get 15 sales out of this. And you won't see it in the 100 days. You'll see maybe 8 probably.
Well, there you go.
But that's because, like this stuff takes time. Like real estate isn't now, it's usually at least 3 months out.
Right.
So I'm completely fine with that. I wanted to, like I said, I wanted to create a realistic demonstration of what would happen if you went out and did this challenge today.
So did you just dive right into it, or did you have to gear yourself up to say that? Because
I can't say that like I just dive right into it, because I had been sitting 4 to 6 open houses a week before that.
Yeah.
And that's when I realized I was like, my conversions are pretty good on this.
Yeah.
Let's take it to another level. Let's film this. And I had gotten back from like 4 trips, and I was like, I just need to grind. A lot of people, I also thought a lot of people, there were 2 questions I wanted to solve. One was from the real estate side. Do open houses help you get business? How effective can open houses be at helping you grow your business?
Right.
And 2 was from the consumer side. Do open houses actually sell houses? So there's like 2 questions I was kind of answering, and I was like, people will probably want to tune into this and see what we can do. Right. And, that was like 49 days ago. I decided to do that.
49 days ago.
Yeah.
So what open house are you at now?
I'm at 52. I've set 52 open houses so far.
So we're at 52.
Yeah.
We're halfway there.
Yeah.
Now, let's see you get to 100.
Yeah.
I hope that everybody tunes in. Should I air this on the 100th day, or should we air it now?
You can do both.
All right.
I'd love to
We'll
do that.
circle back and make sure we have some clips.
When the 100 days comes up, I will do like a recap.
Uh-huh.
I think a lot of people would appreciate that.
Okay.
And I am doing that like on the days where I don't have an open house to sit, which is, by the way, another challenge within itself is just finding 100 open houses. That's 100 good open houses.
Yeah.
Because I try to target, listen, I can go find 1 million listings that have been on the market for 30 days. And if I ask someone to sit their open house, they're like, sure, go sit. I can do that. What's hard is finding open houses that meet the criteria, first week on market, in first-time home buyer price points. That's harder to do.
Yeah.
That's what I'm after. And usually they're coming soon. And then you're reaching out cold to other agents who don't know you.
Right.
That's a challenge within itself.
Yeah. It has to be.
Right.
It has to be. You have to be flexible with where you go.
Right.
So
people ask me, they're like, how do you find these open houses? Sometimes you have to call 20 agents just to land an open house to sit.
It's that easy.
I'm telling you, there's been times where I spend 3 hours looking for good open houses to sit. I can do like my prospecting, I can find the right open house, or I can go sit a random open house and I can prospect around the open house, mailers, maybe cold calling, door knocking, etc.
Okay. So now I'm going to ask you to do something.
Yeah.
Camera's right there.
Yeah.
What would you have to say when you get to that 100th house?
Yeah.
You've done the 100th open house. What do you have to say? Projecting into the future, because I'm gonna air this.
Yeah.
But I definitely want you to have something to remember.
Regarding the challenge or regarding my future?
Regarding
I'm
everything.
gonna say we have officially set the standard. That's what I'll say.
I love
Like
that.
for anyone that
I
I'm
love that.
mentoring, when I go out, when I start a team, if I take anyone under my wing, wherever I end up in the future,
Yeah.
that has set the standard. I'm not just going to tell you to do things. I lead by doing. That's what I'm gonna say.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
If I can do it looking like this, I look young. I am younger. If I can do it, anyone can do it. I promise.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyone can.
You can do it.
Yeah.
And I see the hunger. I can feel it. It's inspiring.
Right.
It's inspiring. It's one of those things to where, yes, if you can do it, they can do it too. But it's nice to see somebody that is so willing to put themselves out there. This can't be easy.
It's tiring. It truly is exhausting because, sitting 4 to 6 open houses a week is already tiring.
Yeah.
It is. But sitting one like pretty much every day or some 2 a days, because you have to sit 100 days. Sometimes you take off, sometimes you sit 2 in one day, and then having to film it,
Right.
that's where it gets tiring.
Right. And then on top of that,
Yeah.
you have to realize you're not stopping real estate to do it. You're still showing houses. You're still doing all of the other real estate work.
Just to fit this challenge in, and this is kind of crazy, I've hired showing agents. I've outsourced a ton of work just so I can make sure that this challenge gets completed.
Good.
Because I'm going to end up like my coach did. I truly believe it. I'm going to end up just being too busy. And eventually, I'm not going to have time to sit open houses anymore. I won't. I'm going to move out of that business. Listen, every single person that I close from this open house challenge, they're getting quarterly calls. They're getting invites to my client events. I send 4 gifts a year.
That's fantastic.
To all of my clients.
Yeah.
Through, it's called Client Giant.
Mm-hmm.
If anyone has questions, they're more than welcome to reach out. But
there you go.
It's like, if I worked with you before, I want to work with you again, and I'll do whatever it takes. There's a crazy stat, like 70-80% of the people don't end up using the same agent twice.
Oh, wow.
So that's a big statistic.
Yeah, and there's a lot of theories as to why, but it is a big statistic.
So I will do everything that I possibly can to keep every single one of my clients, because I've truly enjoyed working with every single client that I've had the pleasure of working with so far.
That makes sense. And that's awesome. That's awesome. So what do you feel like the real estate industry needs to see more of from young professionals like yourself?
I think they need to see hustle. You know, a lot of people, it's funny, I see a lot of agents getting their license and posting, and then they realize, like, oh, this is hard. This is very hard to do. Real estate is not an easy profession.
No.
It's not. And, you know, people think it is. You can get paid a lot.
Yeah.
And it's super rewarding.
Right.
But it's definitely not easy. That's what I tell people.
A lot of people think it's a lot of glamorous showings.
Yeah, they think we're selling sunsets over here. It's like, no, it's a little bit different.
Yeah, and you have to be knowledgeable about a wide variety of things to do with homes.
If I were talking to like the young professionals like myself, who haven't had this experience in the business yet, I would tell them, show up every single day. I would tell them to find a mentor, and you're going to have to pick a form of prospecting.
Yeah.
You know, and a lot of people go the social media route. I don't know how effective the social media route is.
We'll find out.
And we'll find out. I mean, people are really disappointed when they learn my results from social media. I think it would be way more exciting to talk about my results from open houses. So when I take on, like, I'll be speaking at a panel in December, and they were originally like, we wanted you to talk about social media. And I was like, what if I talked about where I get 50% of my business from? Would that be more interesting? And then they're like, okay, let's go that route.
Yeah.
You know? So I don't know. I think social media is great. You got to pick something that you're good at, that you can get business from, that's more predictable.
That makes sense.
And then you got to run it.
Yeah.
You know, Harry Keller tells you to choose the one thing, right?
Choose the one thing.
Like mine was just open houses. You know, yours is podcast. Like it works. I think it all works.
It all works.
And you have to believe it works too. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
me, I have an affinity for business.
Right.
So, you know, commercial properties, investors, those type of things, that really interests me so much more.
Right.
But for you with buyers, do you find that you enjoy working with buyers?
I do.
It really, really drives you?
I absolutely do. And I think it's super fulfilling.
That's good.
I really do. And you know what? There's also a level of competitiveness to it. Because you get in those bidding wars, like, my goal is to help as many families as I possibly can. Right. That's the end goal.
Right.
And, you know, if I take that approach every single day, then there is an element of competitiveness towards it. There's a reason I track everything. Like having that number in the back of my mind of like, you need to sit this many open houses to sign a client.
Yeah.
That's super motivating. It super is. Like if I told you that you could go out and if you sit 7 open houses this week, you'll sign a client, I bet you would do it. I was breaking it down. Yeah.
Who wouldn't?
Who wouldn't? That's right. You know, now obviously, you know, it takes a while to get good.
Yeah.
We could talk about the compound effect all day of like how it actually worked.
Right.
Because I started doing a ton of open houses in March, but I didn't start closing 3 to 4 deals a month from open houses until like June.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
It takes time. Like people are like, I'm sitting open houses every single day. I've been licensed for 2 months. It's like, well, it's going to take time. I didn't close I was sitting open houses from the very start of my career, but I didn't close a client from an open house until 6 months in to my real estate career.
Yeah. It does take time. And a lot of people, I find that they lose steam during that time.
Oh, absolutely.
They lean more into their maybe full-time job.
Right.
They kind of try to do both. And I feel like sometimes that may make or break your potential results.
Right. Absolutely.
So when did real estate become real for you?
When I quit my job as a server, and I was like, this is my only source of income.
Wait.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah.
You quit school, you quit your job, you decided to go all in real
Yeah.
estate. You are bold, man.
Yeah.
You're bold. I like
know.
it. Okay.
You know what though? Like every single time I bet on myself, and I bet correctly. So it's like
You win.
I win.
Every time you bet on yourself, you win.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't even hesitate to say it. You're
Right.
supposed to win.
Right.
You're betting on you.
Yeah. I was like, I hope I win too.
Right?
We'll see how it goes.
Keep
No.
winning, man.
And people bring up like, you should try cold calling, you should try door knocking, and then I go back. It's like, I don't know, man. I'm just doing my best. Like,
yeah.
I'm just trying. We're all trying to figure it out.
You should try whatever works for you and keep doing it and
Right.
keep doing it and, make the most of it, because
Yeah.
I think that's the thing that real estate brings you. It allows you the ability to make the most of whoever you are.
I absolutely agree.
Why not do it?
Yeah.
Why not do it?
100%.
That definitely makes sense. So what else is next for you?
After the 100 open houses in 100 days, I'll probably do a flip in 100 days,
Okay.
like a fix and flip in 100 days.
Okay.
It's hard, man. I'm going to need another challenge too. I think people really like tuning into challenges, things
Yes.
that are on a clock.
Yes.
Like he has 100 days to do this. What is it going to be like at the 100 days? And then they'll tune in for that.
Is he going to finish?
Is he going to finish?
Is it all of a
Well,
sudden?
now I have to finish.
You get
How
to
am I?
99
Listen,
account
I'll be,
deactivated.
everyone's going to be like, this guy's a loser if he doesn't finish, Quit
Yeah.
halfway through.
Yeah.
No.
Halfway
It's going to,
Yeah.
we'll complete it.
Yeah.
And it will be fine, and I'll be exhausted by the end of it, and I'll take a nice vacation, and then I'll get right back to it.
Congratulations in advance.
Yeah,
Let me say that.
Yeah.
And then I will say this. I've enjoyed the conversation with you.
Yeah.
When you complete the 100 open houses in 100 days, I want to come back here and talk about how it went, what happened.
We can
get
absolutely
more
do
into
that.
detail.
I think people would love it too. Like,
Yeah.
I'm absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We can feature the entire challenge.
I'm
That'll
saying
be
it on
awesome.
camera, so I'm not lying either. Yeah. I'm a man of my word,
Right.
I announced on a podcast before the 100 open houses in 100 days.
Mm-hmm.
I announced, I was like, I'm going to sit 100 open houses in 100 days, and I'm going to document it. And I did exactly that.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Send me that clip.
So I'm a man of my word. I really am.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Congratulations, man.
Thanks, brother.
What's next for you?
After the 100 opens,
Yeah.
probably taking people under my wing, probably mentoring people. I've gotten a lot of attention from sitting the 100 open houses in 100 days. A lot of people asking me questions.
Yeah.
But it's going to be, the short answer is keep building,
Right.
keep developing
Right.
my skills.
It's
you
really
know.
the best thing to do.
After the 100 open, like I'll still sit open houses.
Mm-hmm.
Probably won't do it daily. I'll probably do like 4 to 6. If I want to set an example one day, like let's say I have a team, let's say I have people under my wing, I'll do 100 in 100 days again. And I'll probably have even better results because I'll be even better then at that point.
It's always going to be something that you could go, you know how they say back to the basics?
Right.
Sometimes when things get off track,
Keep it
it'll
super
be
simple.
something you can go right back
People think this is so overcomplicated. Listen, it's not hard to go sit in an open house. Honestly, it's a little tiring, but it's not hard to sit in an open house every single day. I think you can work half a week and you can like explode your pipeline. Especially if you're experienced, if you're an experienced agent.
to. Mm-hmm.
Like I have to go against 2 objections. One
What are the
is
main
my
ones?
age.
Okay.
Absolutely. That's the hardest part. And people will say it to my face. If they're not saying it to my face, they are thinking it. Like, how old is he? Like, are we sure?
Mm.
And then the second is like, like people haven't heard of me.
Got you.
So, or my brokerage, I guess sometimes that's another objection to handle, but it's not a huge, the brokerage doesn't matter. It's the agent that matters.
Yeah.
So I just put myself out there on social media.
And then go
After you sit so many open houses too, people start coming into the same open house. So it'll be like, hey, like you guys are at your second open house. Do you want help? Like clearly I'm the market expert. You're seeing me at 2 open houses.
Yeah.
For some reason you keep going to open houses.
You
Would it
want
not
help?
be easy to show
Right.
like schedule tours? Like it blows my mind. It truly blows my mind. I'm like, I'm just here to help.
Right.
And what an inconvenience it is. I was like, all right, we got to plan our weekend or I'll go into this open house. Or
Right.
we can go see this Thursday night when we're available and our agent can take us there.
Exactly.
I get it though. It's a gamble. There's a lot of pressure in buying your first home. I get it. you know, I just try to be the best I possibly can. I try to, you know, I get reviews. I try to get accolades like Best of Zillow. I post everything. I show that I'm doing it every single day.
Yeah.
The point of the challenge was to show that I'll work harder than anyone else. That's what I wanted to do.
Well, I will say this. You're definitely working harder, and that's going to be for you to decide when you get to the end of it.
Yeah.
On if you really feel like you accomplished that. I hope so.
I'm feeling it, man.
So, man.
It's good. And honestly, I truly mean this too. I hope I'm inspiring a lot of people. That's what I want. I eventually want to get into the position where I can help train people like me.
Yeah.
Who started with nothing, basically.
Oh,
like, man. I want to train them from the ground up.
I'm going to project it out.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully I'm inspiring a lot of people. Maybe if it's not even in real estate, maybe if it's not in open houses, hopefully I'm inspiring them to do their own challenge. And I've seen that. I've seen well over 10 people try a variation of this challenge, like 30 open houses in 30 days.
Are you serious?
Yeah, or
nice.
You know, sitting 60 open houses by the end of the year.
Right.
You know, I see all of that, and they've tagged me, and I love it, and I'm going to continue to support them. If they start their challenge of their own, I will absolutely follow them, and I will be liking all their posts and trying to comment on all their posts because I think it's incredible. And I think, you know, that's what it's all about, is inspiring other people to go out and build a huge business.
Yeah.
By putting in the work.
Yeah.
There's no secret to it. It's just putting in the work.
There you go. Putting in the work.
Yeah.
It's that simple. Man, maybe the last week, just challenge as many realtors as possible that follow you.
I think
do
so.
it with
Maybe
you.
I should tag them.
Yeah, like
no.
the last
Like,
7 days, 7 more open houses in the next 7 days. That'd be awesome. Just to see how many people get started.
It's not a bad idea. Like I said, after it's done, I'll probably go to 4 to 6 again.
Yeah.
I think if anyone sits 4 to 6 open houses a week and they really stick to it, they can absolutely explode their business by the end of the year.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, hopefully this challenge is inspiring, because I basically took this on as if you started with nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, granted, I have experience and I have sales under my belt.
Right.
But even if you don't have any of that, realistically, you should still be able to sign 1 to 3 clients, I believe, in a 100-day period.
Right.
If you start with nothing, like you're brand new, you probably can, just because you start to have conversations. And if you don't, you're going to be way farther ahead. You have agent relationships. You understand the market better. You've have a ton of experience. Mm. It propels you that much forward in your career.
No, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Right.
I feel like the only way for somebody to really like outshine this moment of 100 open houses and
200 in 100 days.
Yeah,
no,
they would have to double it or do a whole year.
Hey, you know what?
And
I hope that if you're watching it, I hope you do it, and I wish you the best of luck, because it is tiring. 200 in 100 days.
They couldn't do 101 and just get away with it, right? That wouldn't feel like the same thing. It'd just feel like I'm one-upping you.
Well, here's the thing.
Right?
Sitting 100 open houses in 100 days is one challenge of itself.
Mm-hmm.
But second, I'm expected to perform. Like, I don't want to fail. No. I don't want to sit all these open houses and then, hey, I sat 100 open houses and I got nothing from it.
No results.
I want to show you, I truly believe, there's a ton of eyeballs on me. There's people out there who think open houses don't work. There's people who think open houses are stupid. And I'm out there trying to work my butt off, performing, trying to show them that's not the case. This is a viable lead source. This does work. It actually does open houses, it does sell houses, and it did twice so far this challenge.
That's the whole thing. You think open houses don't work. You think that this is not the way to get business, to make sure that you work with buyers.
Yeah. So to recap on the 2 questions that I posed out earlier, which was, is it good for lead generation?
Mm-hmm.
Growing a business? And do they actually sell houses? We can answer yes to both those questions from the 50 day, from being halfway through so far.
There you go.
Yes, we've put people under contract. Mm-hmm. And yes, we've put people under contract on the very house that they walked into.
Look at that.
So there's your answer.
Thank you very much for joining me, Sam.
Thank you so much for having me, Cap.
I really appreciate it.
Super fun.
This was a great conversation.
Thanks, brother.